UND started off their season tonight, Thursday night against Saginaw Valley State with a 27-17 win. Coach, first off, congratulations on the big win. Always nice to get that first one under your belt.
Without a doubt, sometimes, as I said before, it's like pulling teeth, and getting that first win is always important, especially playing at home in front of our home crowd. And against a good team. They're a solid team, and we came out in the second half, I thought, and finished drives and did some nice things on the offense there in the second half.
I wanted to get into that because you fell behind 10-6 at halftime, and then you came out, your defense got a big stop to open the second half. What changed about your team in the second half? You went on a 21-0 run, they got a late touchdown there in the last minute, but what changed at halftime for your team?
Well, I think we just buckled down more and played our type of football and got after them in terms of finishing. Finish is a big word for us this year. And we weren't finishing drives, and we weren't stopping them enough on first down defensively. So we came in at halftime, regrouped a little bit, talked about finishing drives offensively. And I think that's what we did. Instead of kicking field goals there on those drives, we got touchdowns. And so that was real important for us.
And looking at the stat sheet, some big numbers your offense put up. Connor Barthel, 23 of 31, 304 yards and a touchdown. To his main man, Reese Horn, 13 catches, 241 yards and a touchdown. What do you have to say about that combination? Was that something that you guys looked at as a coaching staff beforehand, and was that a matchup that you thought you could exploit coming in, or did it just turn into what it did?
It's all coaching. No. Reese and Connor, they've been doing this for a long time, and we just took advantage, and we see it every day in practice. Believe me, the catches he made tonight, they're everyday catches in practice. Guys all over him, and he still makes the play, and it frustrates the heck out of our defensive backs, like it did theirs, and it cost the kid a penalty, at the end of the game there. But again, he can do that to you, whether it's single coverage or double coverage. Reese is quite an athlete, and people are going to have to stop him. But we're going to have to come up with something else also that people are going to have to stop. And I think we did that when we ran the ball some. So we got to do a better job of running the football and taking advantage of that when people try to double team Reese.
And looking at the rushing stats, 106 yards on 42 carries as a team. Shakir Pascal, the freshman, got some action. You put him in at a goal line situation. He got his first touchdown of his career. What does he add to that running game that Walker and Peyton, might not have?
Well, he's a bigger body kid. He's over 230 pounds and runs with a lot of force, and does a good job. And we got to get him some more carries. I think that once we get down there in the goal line, he's got to become a factor in it, because he can also catch the football and do some other things besides just run it up in there. But again, his size and his explosiveness, makes him another type of threat.
And lastly, on the defensive side of the ball, it looked like in the first half they were having a little bit of success running the ball up the middle against your defensive line. What was it about that defensive line in the second half and in that linebacker group? What changed at halftime for them, and what really stopped the run for them in that second half?
Well, Coach Keevers and Coach Gus and Coach Kincaid came up with pretty good adjustments at halftime, and we all worked together, and it's a great staff. That had a lot of different ideas what we could try, and by God, we came out and made some adjustments at halftime, and it worked. A couple of movements, a couple of different looks defensively, and it ended up helping us on shutting down the run.
Thanks, Coach. Congrats on the win.
Thank you.